United Nations Women, with the support of the Canadian government and in collaboration with the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, are seeking to enhance the enactment of Gender and Equal Opportunity Bill (GOB) in Nigeria ahead of the 2023 general elections. Stakeholders state that the GOB, which is a 4-year project in Nigeria, is set to enhance an enabling environment for women in Nigeria. And KAFTAN TV's correspondent Mavis Ako gives more details.
The National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, which is also known as the training arm of the National Assembly, collaborates with the United Nations Women with the support of the Canadian government to improve on legislative and democratic governance across the country. Hence, a one-day policy dialogue in Abuja on Gender and Equal Opportunities Bill in Nigeria by critical stakeholders from the National Assembly, Ministry of Women Affairs, National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. Representing the Director General Ndils, Dr. Adeyemi says the dialogue is hoped to crystallize the strategies for moving the GOB forward.
It's a conversation that we think we must absolutely have at the Institute because we consider this to be a very important piece of legislation, and hopefully that will be passed. The National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, as you may know, is a research hub of the National Assembly. It is a think tank, if you like, and a training arm of the National Assembly. And what we do at the Institute is to collaborate with other coterminous institutions with like mandates like us to improve on legislative and democratic governance. One of the critical partners with us in doing this is the United Nations Women.
The United Nations Women representative states that the GOB will empower women and aid the representation of women in politics, amongst others.
The GOB represents a key milestone in enhancing political participation and representation of women in governance in Nigeria. And at this end, UN Women, with the support of the government of Canada, is embarking a 4-year project to support Nigeria to enhance an enabling environment for women in politics in terms of legislations, laws, policies, and also prevention of violence, especially during this moment of upcoming election in the country.
Senator Biodun Olujimi explains why she sponsored the GOB bill.
Because when I came back, I saw that there was no law that governed the issues of women generally. And I felt it was not good enough for a country like Nigeria to be a signatory to protocols and agreements and not be able to domesticate them. The bill will provide a legal basis for the foundation upon which there will be formal, structured, and institutional response to prevent discrimination and provide for all rights of men and women, ensuring the rights of widows, widowers, and ensure that they are protected and recognized by providing guidance towards eliminating gender stereotypes.
The dialogue section then got heated up with diverse views from the panelists.
For women to say, okay, out of the 100% slots or opportunities, let's get 30% of that. Is it wrong for women to advocate?
I'm sorry, it's like a begging psychology is in you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be modest.
Yes.
While you are the owner, you are about 53%. And you now say there should be a law that has certain 35% affirmative. Insults. I'm sorry. Probably because I love my daughters, how can you tell me that? In my house, we make sure that we compete when guests better than me.
The reading and adoption of the communique was accompanied with recommendations such as reducing all forms of discrimination against women in Nigeria and also advocacy for the bill was set to be extended to all the states of the Federation, and a national orientation drive to change perception on women was recommended. From the nation's capital, Mavis Ako, KAFTAN TV News.